Hey, and welcome back to Testa's Tuesday Tips. Today I'm doing one of those nuisance jobs that you get every once in a while, where the customer wanted his panel mount done with the scalp of his Caribou. And what I decided to do on this, instead of sending it off to the tannery, I decided to tan it myself in the same tan like that Frey does, Frey tanner, the same as Rudy Kingfisher, which is basically aluminum sulfate and salt and water. Now you put 1/3 pound of aluminum sulfate per gallon, 1 pound of salt per gallon, and mix it up. Take your scalp, you don't put it raw into the tan. First you salt it and dry it like you do anything else. Of course, flesh it how you do, and salt it. Once it's dry, you rehydrate it in ammonia water and wash it to get all the blood out. Flesh it again, then you put it into your tan. Stir it up like 3 times a day, unless you do have a tank that agitates it, like that the tannery, which I don't. And I left it in there for about, till it turned white, about 10 days. Then I pulled it out, heated up some satin oil, a little bit, oiled it, folded it up, skin side in, let it sweat overnight, tumbled it. So this thing is really goofy because when they do these scalps, you never know. They never give you enough, for one thing. So you got to make your own little dome. And I actually make most of all my my panel mounts, especially on elk. I like to have patterns that I made of different sizes: small, medium, large for elk, medium, large deer, etc. I trace that on a piece of plywood. I cut it out. I put my antlers on here. I use foam. This one I kind of smooth it out with mache. And I don't always do that, but with the pedicle mounts, the way it works really nice is you don't have a high pedicle that you have to worry about how you're going to cover. And I have one that's finished over on the other wall that maybe Sycamore can show you how they come out. Pretty nice. Or you can just buy one. But always with the elk, when I buy them foam domes, I always have trouble with the pedicles. So this one, I had to make the shape with what they gave me. I barely have enough here. Just enough. I call this my Travis stapler because he's the one that told me about it on Amazon. Shoots the same millimeter staple as the little stapler that we use for the ears. I put one in the front, come around, see where we're going to end up here, how this is going to work. I don't know that I'm going to put one in the back right now. I think I'm going to sew these and then staple it. But if I was doing buckskin, I would just pull this around. Tack one. Maybe I'll tack one anyway, just to hold it. And then I start pulling my buckskin around evenly. But this one here, we got to sew like a Y incision. I'm not worried about making this pretty at all. The hair is going to cover it. But I don't feel bad because I didn't cut it this way. So sometimes You just have to get it done. The sad part is they could have had the whole thing. I mean, just as much trouble to cut more is less, you know. We talk about that all the time. Pull this staple like I told you I'd probably have to do. Let's just hope it dries like this, which it probably won't, but like I said, my favorite famous saying, it's done. Well, anyway, hopefully you don't have to do too many of those, or hopefully they give you the whole head down, you know, below the ears and everything, so you can have enough, because it's a little bit tougher than it looks. Anyway, I hope that was helpful and hopeful. We'll see you next time on Testa's Tuesday Tips.